everyone, and welcome back to Everything EastEnders, and welcome to the first Everything EastEnders weekly recap. First up, Lauren and Peter. So Lauren, for some reason, was a bit hesitant to accept Peter's spontaneous proposal and wedding.
Maybe Daddy could help?
He's probably just hungry, isn't he, Lauren?
Wow!
I'll see you later.
But after a quick chat with the wife of her late brother and her father's former mistress, who has made very healthy choices when it comes to men, had decided to go ahead with it. Then, of course, Max showed up, and surely they've not brought back one of the best actors on the show just to be the same sleazy old man again.
Still think about you, Stace?
He looks at her, she smiles, looks away. Then he looks at her again.
I think you should go.
Is that what you want?
Jesus Christ.
Wait, what?
Never mind. At least Max had a wonderful pep talk to give his oldest daughter on her wedding day.
Honest opinion, I think you've made a mistake.
Max, chill.
You'll never be happy with Peter, because he had enough for you.
Oh my god, Max, calm down.
Just burnt the whole family down. You'll do the same.
Max!
Much more like Mum. I am nothing like you.
Oh, right, so you think Mum would have blown the whole family up Christmas Day?
What the hell is wrong with you? Max's return also caused mayhem for the Slaters, with Stacey first declaring that Martin was the love of her life.
5 minutes later.
Max is like... Well, Max is exciting and unpredictable. That ain't what I want.
I just think you'd be tempted.
Maybe I would.
But ultimately, Stacey made the right decision, choosing to wake up her children in the middle of the night to tell them that they were moving halfway across the world, and then not waiting 30 more seconds to say goodbye to Jean. Concerned about Stacey, Kat went to show her support.
I'm gonna see Stacey. Come on, Alfie.
Hold on, who's going to look after the bar? There is not a single person manning that bar. Then everyone was creepily gathered together by the time Stacey made her decision. Also, Ravi is completing his transformation into the devil. With Harry stressing about this situation for weeks now, especially the impact that it was having on Kojo, Nicola was able to sort his problem in 2 minutes. Harry was ecstatic, but also didn't take 1 minute to ask about Kojo and whether it meant that he was also free from this nightmare. On a serious note, this cuckooing, and this is what this practice is known as, cuckooing, when somebody who has an intellectual disability is taken advantage of by gangs, by criminal gangs, and kind of coerced into doing criminal activity. Now, I think this storyline is very important. The execution of it hasn't been great, but I do think that it's very important that this is highlighted, because ultimately Kojo is somebody who is vulnerable but has no recourse. He's there technically, he's working illegally, and really he has no recourse for claiming benefits, for having any kind of safety net. No care, well, technically George is his carer, but he's being iced out of that role by everyone. And rather than alerting George to the problem, Harry has just let it go on for weeks. And really, I think this speaks to a wider issue in Britain, because like I said, Kojo has no recourse. I think everyone, regardless of their immigration status, should be entitled to this help and to this care. But those who are citizens and who are entitled to this care, we have to acknowledge that their care is being slashed. Disability benefits have been slashed. This government, along with the previous government, really went to war with the disabled community of this country. And so I only see situations like this happening more. And on top of that, on top of the care for disabled people not being there and the concern and the safety nets, on top of that, we have more and more people resorting to criminal activity, because let's face it, even if you're in a full-time job, you're not probably being paid enough to cover rent, food, all of that stuff. And as a result, more and more people are turning to criminal activity. So I think it's really important that EastEnders is doing this storyline. But like I said, the execution has been a bit bland, and a bit repetitive and boring. So I think they really need to get their teeth into this and really talk about the issues at hand and highlight what is happening in this country. Because let's face it, that is what EastEnders does best. Okay, that was it for the recap. Hope you enjoyed.